What's going on, guys? This is your boy XQ420 here, and in today's video, I'm going to go over something really interesting, very interesting, that the FDA put out here for us. I mean, it makes you raise an eyebrow, okay? And there's been many things that CDC, FDA, and of course Fauci from the NIH has said over the past year that have made a whole lot of people raise their eyebrows. That doesn't seem like they're properly following science, okay? But they keep telling us to follow the science, trust the science, okay? It's almost like when they say trust the process, but the process never yields forth any fruit, okay? So we got this right here from the FDA. Now, this came out last week, and it's kind of weird. It says right here, today we issued a safety communication notifying the public and providers that results from SARS-CoV-2 antibody tests should not be used to evaluate immunity or protection from the disease that should not be named at any time. Especially, okay, without a shadow of a doubt, especially after receiving the COVID vaccination. Okay, so how is anybody going to know they're immune? Now, I don't believe this is actually following the science of immunology, of the way viruses work as far as respiratory especially, over the history of man, all right? Now, we've been waiting on the CDC to perform another antibody test, and they just hadn't seemed very interested in it, okay? I think the last one they did was back in, like, June, July. It's like July. I think they released like September. It's like it was a while ago, but they ain't seem very interested in antibodies. Okay, anybody who's previously had the infection, they're not really interested in any type of natural immunity. Okay, they're almost trying to make like, well, natural immunity don't exist. Okay, I mean that's what they're trying to make it like, and you gotta watch these people. I've always said that without a shadow of a doubt. You've got to watch them. They're always making moves. They're changing the language, changing definitions of things. They're always trying to be one step ahead because they know a lot of us are looking into the shenanigans they got going on. Now, antibody tests should not be used to evaluate immunity or protection from COVID-19. Now, they're saying especially after receiving the COVID-19 vaccination. Now, the reason why is because, from what I'm understanding, you don't actually see any antibodies in the blood after the vaccination. That is what I'm seeing on this, okay? And as they say right here, the jabs authorized for the COVID prevention induce antibodies to specific viral protein targets. Post-vaccination antibody test results will be negative in those without a history of previous natural infection if the test doesn't detect the type of vaccine-induced antibodies. So what it's telling you right now is that, especially with these mRNA vaccines, okay, whenever you go and get vaccinated for it, it's not like the natural immunity. You won't just have antibodies pop up in you, okay, that they will be able to detect with an antibody test for the SARS-CoV-2, because all it's doing is just actually mimicking certain proteins, which would be the bars that come off of the the spikes that come off of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Okay, so it makes you wonder. You're like, okay, which one is better? Natural immunity or immunity from the jab? And I think they said Israel did a study, and they found that natural immunity is better than the immunity from the jab, okay? I'm guessing that the jab has immunity. So it finishes up on this. It says, currently authorized SARS-CoV-2 antibody tests are not validated to evaluate immunity or protection from the infection. SARS-CoV-2 antibody tests should be ordered only by healthcare providers who are familiar with the use and limitations of the test. So it's kind of funny how you've got limitations of this antibody test, especially for people who has naturally got the infection and got over it. We need to make sure that folks are familiar. We need to make sure, there's limitations, but we'll never say nothing about the limitations of the PCR test. Oh, no. Whatever we run it at, It don't matter what cycles we're running at. It's just fact. Take it as fact, and we don't want to hear nothing else about it, okay? I mean, not at all. Now, the reason why all this, I believe, is very interesting that came about is that I'm pretty sure, well, I'm going to assume y'all heard, but if you haven't, you know your boy's going to let you know. They've got this, the convalescent plasma that they've used as far as the antibodies from people's blood to actually treat people when they went to the hospital with the SARS-CoV-2. Okay, well, they got the virus and then it developed into of a disease that shall not be named. Now, it's kind of funny because the Red Cross, you know, they want plasma, okay? They want you to donate your plasma, all right? But they want plasma donations from recovered COVID patients, not folks who've received the jab. Huh. It's kind of weird, isn't it? So it's right here. What are requirements for donating COVID-19 convalescent plasma? So individuals must have had a prior diagnosis of the disease that should not be named documented by a laboratory test and meet other donor criteria. Individuals must have completed resolution of symptoms for at least 14 days prior to donation. A negative lab test for active COVID disease is not necessary to qualify for donation. So you ain't even got to really be over it, okay? But they didn't say anything about folks with the jab, you know, being able to donate this plasma and it being able to help somebody. I mean, so what exactly is the jab doing? That's what we're trying to figure out, okay? And how will the body react to this over time? That's what we've been saying on this side. As I've said before, if folks want to take it, they can take it. But I mean, I say take all of them. Shit, line them all up. 2-dose Pfizer, 2-dose Moderna, AstraZeneca, J&J. You just want to make sure you're extra protected, okay? I mean, you can take as many of them as you want to. I mean, they were up there, you know, dumping 6-7 doses in prisoners. I can't remember where at, but hey, and nobody seemed to care. It's like, dang, Bo, you gave him 6 doses at one time. So, well, we just move on. I'm like, bud, nobody seems to care what this is going to do to anybody. I got you. Okay. I mean, folk going to talk to me about being insensitive. I mean, it's neither here nor there. Now, it says right here, can you donate convalescent plasma after getting the COVID vax? It says, at this time, individuals who have received the COVID vax are not able to donate convalescent plasma with the Red Cross. However, other plasma donation providers may allow convalescent plasma donation after vaccination if donors meet FDA eligibility criteria. So, okay. So they've been telling us this whole time, oh, natural immunity. Oh man, throw that out out the back with the baby in the bathwater. Okay, I mean, we're gonna throw the baby right out with the bathwater as far as natural immunity. There's no such thing. Okay, I mean, that's not how you get to herd immunity. That's not how humans have made it to where we are now. We made it to where we are now because of the jab. I mean, come on, y'all. But if they're telling you there's no way out, there ain't no way out, bud. Anybody bud, just because you got antibodies, that don't mean nothing, man. Oh, you had it before. Oh man, you next time you get it, just clip your wings off, take your legs right out from underneath. It's just like, dog, that's not the way stuff has worked over history. Because if it did, we wouldn't be here right now to worry about no COVID. That's all I'm saying. So I want to know what y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section below. I find it real funny. It says especially after receiving the vaccination, especially. So hey, bud, I'm going off what the FDA's telling me. From what they're telling me, you're not going to be able to tell in somebody's blood whether they have actually received the jab and whether they're actually protected from it. Most definitely, but from somebody who has had previous infection and gotten over it naturally, you will be able to tell through an antibody test of their blood whether they had it or not. So it just kind of makes you wonder, you know, what all these spike proteins, what all are they doing? Okay, these so-called spike proteins that are forming inside the body after you receive the jab. And I just find it kind of funny that Folks like, man, I don't want to get sick, but I ain't got no problem getting sick for 2, 3, 4, 5 days from the jab. I'm just like, it's like, bro, that don't even make no damn sense. So, I want to know what y'all's thoughts on this in the comment section below. I hope y'all did enjoy this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell so you know when I post in the future. This has been your boy HQ420. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.